It's another Saturday again, and you have here Deborah on your screen today. Speaking about our health on our daily activities, we always have to know what we are dealing with and how we are dealing with these things. Speaking of which, we are honored to have with us today an entrepreneur, a sustainability advocate, a business coach, a teacher, a creator, and a speaker. He describes himself as someone whose profile serves as a testament to diverse skill sets, spanning entrepreneurship, academia, research, and a community leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, my viewers, please welcome Dr. Drsammykingbaiden.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. Happy to be here. I'm happy that people will be interested in plastics. So I'm happy to be here and to share what I have in terms of plastics. Yeah.
Thank you so much for accepting to be here with us today.
Thank you.
I would have asked how you are doing, but then as I can see, you are looking all nice this morning.
Thank you very much.
So let's just get right into it.
Right.
Okay. So I've always wanted to ask you this. What inspired you the most in the field of the plastic? What is your inspiration about that?
Well, I went into plastics. Either should I call it by accident? I wanted to produce water, pure water, what we call pure water. And so I wanted to find out more about the packaging, what goes into it. And so along the line, I also wanted to do my PhD. And so I decided, okay, let me go into plastics to know more about the plastics, which is what will be contained in the water I was going to produce. So I went into it, and then I did a lot of research concerning that. And then in the course of my work, I found out what plastic really is causing to the environment and how it is affecting so many sectors of our lives. And so that is how I came by plastics. And the whole research turned out to make me feel that I'm better off not even doing the business in plastics. So that is how I got into finding out about plastics. Yeah.
That's okay. So looking at all that you said, can you give us a brief overview of how plastics are made and then their roles in our daily lives?
All right. Plastics have been with us for many years. The first plastic that was commercially produced was done in 1907, backlight. Because of the fact that as at then, we were using many other clay and other things for packaging. Then came this plastic. And then we started producing from that 1907 all the way to today, where it has blossomed and almost everything has become plastic. A lot of our products are all made of, from medical to all the areas of our lives. It's about plastic. So even though we started with at a very small level, now plastics are all over the place, and we use it for so many things. Yeah.
So health-wise and then environmental impact, how do plastic interact with our food, water, and the environment? How does they impact with our health and everything?
Plastics have been has become the order of the day, just as I said. So the food we eat, the drink we take, the water we take, all of them, the packaging is plastic. We drink in plastic, we eat in plastic, we our medical stuff, the syringe and almost all those things are made of plastics. So if you are talking about how we interact with plastic on a daily basis. When you talk of how plastic gets to us, it's because we are eating plastic, we are drinking plastic, everything is plastic.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw something. It is microplastic. How do they enter our bodies? Are they harmful?
Yeah, microplastics actually are the ones that get fully into our system. When we say micro, we are talking of very tiny. Micro, that is microscopic. We're talking of things that can be seen only by a microscope.
Okay.
Yeah, so but we also have nanoplastics. Micro is 6, nano is 9. It means the nano is the smallest unit you could have, and that is about to the power 9 negative. So it is the tiniest unit, the very tiny unit of the plastics. Those are the ones that we have on in the bottles. For instance, if you are drinking from heated bottle, like you are on your way and then you find somebody and you buy bottled water from the person, the bottle is heated, it causes those peelings of the surface. Those peelings you don't see with your eyes, but they enter the water. So as you take it, what you are taking is the microplastic. They are the tiny ones that goes into the water, and then you drink the water. And so you are taking those plastics in the form of microplastics. So they enter into your body and they cause a lot of harm. In fact, they've been found to be in many areas of our bodies, including the placenta of women. So even babies who are yet to be born, research have found that now microplastics have been found even in fetuses. That tells you that microplastics have become all over the place and it is affecting so many areas of life. In fact, causing a lot of havoc, infertility in our hormones, even in men. It's been found by some research that it causes infertility in men.
Yeah, man. Okay, no, thank you so much. And then, are there any specific plastics that are more dangerous to our health? Are we talking about the microplastics? Are there any specific plastics that are very harmful to us?
Yeah, it will be easier to say this plastic can cause harm, that plastic can cause more harm. What we call polystyrene, styrofoam, they are seen to be more dangerous in terms of their inability to decompose. They can stay in the environment forever, kind of. So they seem to be seen as, but what I always say is that the effect of the plastics is not really about the type. Now that we're talking of microplastics, the smaller plastic we have, like this one, for example, is the one most people know. We call it PET bottles, PET bottles, polyethylene terephthalate. That is the name, but you call it PET. Now, this one is the one that is most common. That's the one we all use. Even though it looks inert, as in chemically, it might not cause chemical problems to people, but because of the microplastics that can be found in it on the surfaces when they are heated, this one takes a temperature of 60 degrees. So anytime it heats beyond 60 degrees, it produces microplastics. That is why it is mostly for cold materials like water and then fizzy drinks and stuff like that. But anytime it heats up, it produces, and even when it's found out that even when it's not heated, there are still some tiny microplastics on the surfaces of it. So as you take it, you drink along it, you take those microplastics and they accumulate in your body. One researcher found that, like the credit card we use, this debit card that we use, you take a volume of plastic of that size in a month.
Really?
Yes, if they put it together. So it tells you the effects of these microplastics. Even though they are tiny, putting them together is huge. So it should tell you that these plastics are very, very risky. I mean, they are not to be taken for granted. They are causing a lot of havoc.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really educated. So let me come to this. Ghanaians are sometimes a little bit skeptical of us. There are claims that BPAC plastics are clean. Is that entirely true, or there are some hidden risks that we have to be aware of?
Yeah, it's good you mentioned the BPA, bisphenol A. It's a chemical that is used in the production of most plastics. Most of the plastics contain that BPA. The problem is that though that the chemical BPA has been found to have side effects, to have problems on the human system. Research have shown that these chemicals can cause a lot of havoc, whether male or female. And so, even today, as I talk to you, the European Union has banned any plastic that is used for food or water to contain BPA. So they are no longer to use BPA in the production of these kinds of plastics. Now that BPA, when somebody write BPA free, the problem about it is you are not there when he produced the thing. He will not be able to tell if truly it is BPA free or not. So it's better and safer to avoid it in the first place than to hope that because the person says so, then that is it. Then you are okay to take it. No. Even though most people, for commercial reasons, some people are producing in large quantities and putting a label there that it is BPA free, but you and I were not there. We say yes, yes.
So earlier you made mention that if there's a heat and butter up to a particular degree. So we are asking that see food in plastic containers. So using these plastic wraps in microwave, are they truly dangerous?
Yeah, they are. They are dangerous. In fact, microwaving in plastics is really, really dangerous because it's about heating the surface of the material. So if you are heating the surface, you are producing a lot of microplastic, a lot of them in large quantities. So by the time you take your food out of the microwave, you have a chunk of microplastics in it. You don't see with your eyes, and so you definitely will be eating it without knowing. But it causes a lot of harm. It causes a lot of harm. And some people write, they label their plastics that it is microwave friendly or you can use it for microwave. But just as I said, you are not there when they do the production. As to whether really it is microwave free, you can use it, you are not there, you can't tell. And these days of business, people are producing a lot of things and just labeling it that you can use it for microwave. But really, really, it's better not to use the plastic for microwave than to use it and think that because the person said it's okay, you can use it. The cost of ceramic is not as expensive that much for you to risk using plastic. Ceramics are okay and they don't give microplastics. So it's better using the ceramic than the plastics for microwaving. Yeah.
Having said all this, see